Hello everyone, my name is Vanessa, and today we are here on Hypixel, talking about a game that you all probably know about, one of Hypixel's first games, QuakeCraft. Now, QuakeCraft, for those of you that don't know, is a game where you have a railgun, which is changed by the pieces you buy. It has a lot of presets, ranging from basic to the Reaper. Now, a lot of people say this game is dead, but it has a very strong community, even if the community is small. And today I'm going to be talking about why this community is so small. And there's going to be three main points I'm going to go through. How it's hard to get into for new players, how most players think that the shop is all that you can care about, and in the end, what updates could change this potentially and make the game more interesting. So, let's get into it. So guys, before we get into talking about those main points, there are multiple ways to get QuakeCraft coins. The first one is to play the game and get some wins in. Another way, you can get them from this classic token guy. You can exchange some tokens and you can get QuakeCraft coins. I always have my roll speed to instant, but you guys can change it so that you get to see the fun little scroll wheel. Now, another way, and this is the way that I usually get it when I'm not grinding out Quake, is through the arcade coins. You can convert your coins into QuakeCraft coins, and that'll give you quite a few coins, depending on how much you invested. Now, this is something that a lot of people don't know. They think that you can only get them through playing Quake, but those who are more experienced in the game know better. Now, there are a variety of railguns, starting from the default, and the most important part is the trigger. This allows you to see how fast you fire. I have the one trigger, but once I get enough kill streaks, I will be able to purchase the next trigger, which is the .9. And these triggers are very important to the game. The .9 trigger allows you to fire a shot every 0.9 seconds. 0.85 is the same, except every 0.85 seconds. Now, most people think that once you get the final railgun in the shop, the Reaper, then you've pretty much beaten the game. But no, that's definitely not true. There is also a leaderboard and many player-based competitions. So, let's hop into a game and show you how it goes. Okay, so we are about to jump into this game, and I always like to fire at the beginning. So, we're going to start on our first point. New players. Now, this has been brought up a lot, and it's a lot about the more experienced players playing the game. Now, the more experienced players normally have 0.85 trigger, which is the best in game, and it means that it's much harder for other players to get into it. And as you can see, I'm getting sniped pretty fast, which means someone has a very good railgun. Speedy Candy is going to win this game, and yeah, this is one of the big reasons that new players can't get into the game, because it's just so hard. Now, a way we could fix this is to implement the sort of thing that Bed Wars has. In Bed Wars, it has it based off of stars, but I feel in QuakeCraft in specific, they already track your kills, so why not base your games off of how many kills you have, so that there's not so many people who just sweep through the game and win automatically. That's my suggestion. There's many others, but I feel that would be the best option. Now, we're going to move on to our second point. Our second point would be the point of not many people know what to do once they get good at the game. Now, once you get the Reaper, a lot of people are like, oh well, beat the game, time to either climb the leaderboards or quit playing, which isn't really fun for either, unless if you're really into the grind. This is where player-born competitions come in. A lot of people go for fastest game, others will go for other things. Just check the QuakeCraft forums and you'll understand so much. Final point is the most interesting point in my opinion. Updates. QuakeCraft hasn't gotten much updates. It was pretty much put to the grave of updates when they sent it to the Classic Games lobby, which is pretty much the place where they put games that they don't want to update anymore. They say it's to keep them preserved, but I feel Quake could take a lot more updates to play. I put up a forum post a while back, actually today, as of the day that I'm recording this first clip, and I got a lot of suggestions for updates. Gogeta is someone I'd really like to thank. Gogeta suggested that we have to add the rest of the dyes. There's only 14 dyes in QuakeCraft, and in 1.8.9 there's 16, not to mention many other colors that are encompassed in other blocks. Another thing is the muzzles of the railguns, which is one of the many parts of a QuakeCraft railgun that you can customize, and it's just a really easy way to add more fun to the game, which is to add different colors and different block types to fit the ever-changing muzzles. Another suggestion that I really enjoyed by Gogeta was the option of private games with customizations. Editor Shrimp is going to throw up a bunch of suggestions on there, including the original forum post link that you guys can go and check out on the QuakeCraft forums if you want. It has a lot of suggestions that I didn't put in the video, and it has so many good things that I think you guys should check out, so feel free to hop on over there. I think that you should just be able to enable a private game with just your friends, and though that was suggested earlier, I think that even if they added it without the customization, it would still be a pretty good feature. It's really the small things that would make Quake better. I really love the concept of the game. I love how it runs. I'm just thinking that small updates would be really cool. Not major ones like within Skyblock, or even like mid-sized ones as they do in Bed Wars. I'm just saying, small updates can make this game a million times better. And it's just small little fun things that everyone would enjoy to add the challenge to, add the customization, which would make everything just so much better. And I'm not saying that Quake is a bad game or anything. I love QuakeCraft, and I've grinded it for quite a while. So if you guys are wondering why my upload schedule was that bad, you might figure out now. But yeah, there's these small things that could just improve Quake in big ways. And now onto the issue that I've been trying to avoid talking about, but now that we're on Sunken, I think that it works. And that's the don't spam this command thing. And a lot of games experience this, but it really affects games that are smaller, like Quake. While other games, it will forcibly queue people because so many people are doing it. In Quake, it's not the same. It's pretty much just saying, hey, you can't join the game because there's no servers running it, because everyone unqueued at the same time, or everyone's trying to queue at the same time, but it won't let anyone in. Here comes the most fun part. How can we help? Now, I'm just saying, Hypixel listens a lot of the times to majority of people. So if you guys make forum threads or something, maybe a video if you guys want to, or have the ability to, I just think that the biggest way we can help Quake is with spreading the word. I'm not saying you guys have to, but it would really be cool if we got something big like this to come together. Because Quake is a really fun game. And it could be really cool to see it come back. Even moving it into the arcade lobby could bring it a lot more propaganda. Because, face it, more people go into the arcade lobby than they do classic games lobby. It's just something that happens. Now, for those of you that are saying Quake doesn't need to grow, or that we're already strong enough, even if the community is small, I'm fine with the community staying small. Everyone's so approachable and cool about Quake, but even adding these changes would make it better for the small community, and growing the community is a big part of what I like about this post and video, but making the community like even stronger and better would be another cool feature as well, or giving the community a new objective, new ways in the game that we could use just to improve our ever-growing ideas that the Quake community has come up with, would be really cool. Even adding more availability to view stats. Like, they used to have a way to view stats in QuakeCraft, like the amount of kills you had. They removed that, which I don't see why. It was a really cool feature, but if they added that back, it would make it so much easier to track stats and all that. While you can view everyone on the leaderboard and your own stats, it's harder to view others. Now, before this video ends, I want to give a huge shout out to everyone who responded to my forum post. I might make a part 2 of this video if more people respond, but I really want to get this out there because I had a lot of fun making it, and I hope you all had a lot of fun watching. But I think this is going to be where we have to wrap up when we finish this game. If you guys have any suggestions on how you could do this, either leave a comment below in the video or add it to the forum post. I will link it in the description. It'll be the first line. And I hope to see you all later. Shrimp out.